Good morning, Granary. My name's Pop 16. Today we're watching an ESEA Open match. This is LF2D GF taking on Team Name TBD, and looking for two-dimensional girlfriend is what I'm gonna assume that stands for, against Team Name To Be Determined. So we got a lot of letters in these names this week, and yeah, it is week 6 in ESEA, which means we're playing on Granary. Granary Pro even. So we have the point in the middle as well as a few other smaller changes that I'm sure we'll see make huge impacts on the game. And these two teams, I mean, they are fairly well-practiced teams. They are both doing really well this season. 2D Girlfriends is 9-2, while TBD is 8-2. They actually both lost their most recent game. I believe 2D Girlfriend lost just last night, whereas TBD, they played one less game, and this is gonna be their first game on this match. But I'm sure on this map, sorry, and I'm sure they've been scrimming. We actually covered TBD's match just last week, where they lost to the Baddies, I believe. So here we are covering them again. They just happened to play two really good matches in a row, so happened to be casting them twice here. And we are just waiting for one extra player to join the server. I believe it is a member of TBD who's not in yet, although it's hard to tell because they're all changing teams and stuff. But yeah, it should be pretty exciting. I don't have rosters for either of the teams. I couldn't find them anywhere, but I mean, we can kind of look at what we're seeing in the server right now. 2D Girlfriend's probably going to have something like Brian, Marmaloo, and Musheral and Soldier. Two of those guys are probably going to stay Soldier. We can probably see Wolves and Link on Scout. And Jert's going to be playing Demo probably. So my bet would be one of those three soldiers ends up switching to Medic. Could be any of them. And then for TBD, we got a little bit better of an idea because we did just watch them play last week. I remember Ego Sock was on Medic. I think Lumaries was on Demo. And let's see, Defiance was probably on Soldier. Metal, I believe, was Scouts. And RY Soldier? I want to say he was on Soldier. So that just leaves one Scout we're waiting to get in, I believe. And hopefully that will happen pretty soon. Yeah, week 6, Granary, pretty good map. One other big thing that actually happened just recently, I believe yesterday, was the competitive matchmaking stress test, where they did a big update to the game. No real big updates that should affect this match. You know, no real game-changing updates. They added a couple new sounds, which we may end up hearing here. They added a Crusader's Crossbow sound when you heal someone, and a kill sound, which is kind of like a loud bell tower. I've heard it's pretty annoying. I don't know. I kind of like it, though, personally. It gives you pretty good indication of when you get a kill. You should probably know, when you're getting kills anyways, but, sometimes I'm sure it'll come in handy at least once. And I think the 6th player did just join the game. Who's that? Brojojo. Oh, I love saying that guy's name. Awesome. I completely forgot Brojojo was on this team. And they're actually, we've taken so long here that the game's already telling them to call a forfeit win. But I think we should see a game here, considering... Yeah, everybody's here. He says, do report forfeit win. Hopefully they don't actually do that, because that would be kind of shitty for somebody to try to pull that when there's 12 players in the server. So, yeah, players are going to be readying up real quick here. And, yeah, competitive matchmaking stress test. It was on for about 2 hours, I think, where you could play matchmaking. It was open to literally anybody could come and play. I remember reading a couple of salty Euro players didn't get in because, obviously time zones. It was only for 2 hours. Really not a lot of time, but I guess that's all Valve really wanted. Hopefully we're going to be seeing more of those throughout the weeks. I only managed to play one game before the time ran out, and it ended when one of the enemy team members just left the server. So, yeah, hopefully there will be some more of those tests, because they're pretty fun. You can't always be around to pug or scrim, and sometimes it can be fun playing 6s with no class restrictions and no unlocks. Well, I mean, fun in maybe a bit different way than how fun usually is considering competitive TF2. But yeah, yeah. I don't think casting matchmaking will ever be a thing, because that just sounds really dumb. 4 medics on one team. Yeah, I don't know. It can be kind of awful sometimes, especially if you're just like 6 NGs versus like 6 heavies. Like, there's a lot of really bad ways that I feel like matchmaking could go down, but I feel like there's also a lot of really fun ways. So we're just spamming binds currently in the chat here. We see lots of Nazi symbols. Yeah. Standard TF2 stuff, I think, mostly. Yeah, I think, like, I hope these players aren't just AFK or something. They kind of look like they're AFK, though. Which means it could be a little bit before they actually ready up. But that's fine, we can just sit here, talk about matchmaking a little bit more. What else happened in TF2 recently? I don't know. And, like... Oh, that we just kind of heard... Here. See if he shoots him again with the crossbow. No, he's not gonna. You kind of heard the new crossbow sound, though. It's kind of like the Meet the Medic sound. It's like angels. Yeah. I don't know. I think I like the new sounds, honestly. And hopefully, like, there's still a lot of weapons in TF2. I mean, I know Valve working towards matchmaking, working towards hopefully a balanced TF2 where we don't have to play with so many item bans and things like that. But yeah, hopefully Valve does get to fixing some of these weapons, because there's a lot of weapons in this game that are really, really broken. Critical comes to mind, Darwin Danger Shield, so many others. There are a lot of, there are even more items that are, controversial, like, is this overpowered, is it not overpowered? I know Short Circuit was unbanned in the newest season of NA Highlander, and then, I believe Machina was banned. So, yeah, a lot of controversy between which weapons are overpowered, which weapons aren't overpowered. But there's, I think there's a couple that Valve should at least, like, look at. Like, these are clearly overpowered, and should probably be nerfed before matchmaking gets its official release. But with that, it looks like we are going live here. So I'll get on the demo real quick, find him. We'll watch Jert on his rollout on 2D Girlfriends. As he rolls out to the first mid-fight of the match here, I believe. Yep, here we go. Match is live. He's going to be doing the standard rollout, at least for this first part, I believe. And yeah, looks like he's going to be going left. Alright, he's got 74 health. Other demo seems to have done the same thing. He's just kind of spamming that upper area. Brojijo's going to walk up there, take a little bit of spam, but Church is very low as well, and the soldier's actually jumping him. He's very low. Yeah, he is going to get taken down. That was a pretty nice air shot there by the soldier, and now that's not good to lose your demo right away. That soldier is going to die, though, and that's definitely something. The medic's very low. Ego, he's so lit. Somebody needs to come in. Finally, the soldier does bomb in from behind. He's going to get that frag, and the devil's just kind of getting some good pills up here. He didn't get anything, but he got a lot of assists, and he did just die for that, and it's only Brian alive for his team. He's going to be running back, so pretty decisive mid, I'd say, for the blue team, and they're going to be trying to push out on that into second. Ego, again, did go down in that. We caught that the soldier jumped in behind him, so we'll probably see a bit of a stalemate here. I don't know. I don't think Red's really... I don't know. They probably could have gotten a little more aggressive. Red's not really holding out here. But they decided just to hold all the way back into this middle area, so Red's going to have a pretty big advantage. That probably was the smart idea to stay passive in there. And it looks like they kind of want to just walk in here. Med's taking a little bit of spam. Hopefully he doesn't drop. That would be pretty bad at this situation. He's dodging rockets. Oh, he does drop. Defiance gets the 2K with the 1 rocket. Oh, that sucks. That can't be good for Red Team. It should be a second point for them. I mean, there's only 2 players left alive. One of them is the scout. He's hiding. It's Link. He's going to be coming out here. He was spotted out. He's going for that medic, but he got the medic. He got the medic. Huge plays coming up from these players. Medic's dying left and right. He did, of course, die for that, but that's huge for his team. That's exactly what he needed to do, and that was kind of a miracle play that they needed to not go down really fast in this round. Even still, the soldier's going to be bombing this medic. He wants Brian. He's not going to get it, though. He's going to actually kill himself. None of the other red players even did damage to him. Bit of a mistake there. He can't be too happy about Looks like blue team's probably just going to kind of give up the second point. They don't want to bleed too many. They lost their demo as well to a bit of spam. And, yeah, Soldier's going to be poking in. That's Rye, but I don't think he's going to commit to that. I think he's going to smartly back away. Metal kind of hurt here, but no, he's going to be chased back into this garage area. Wolf is actually going to go down there. RY got a little bit caught out. Scout peeking into this garage a little bit, but that is one frag. I don't think that's going to really matter too much in the long run. From the right side, I mean, just spam going down both ways. The Uber actually came out from the medic here, and it's being used a lot on Rye. They can't seem to kill him. That took a really long time to kill that Soldier. I don't think they saw Defiance. Either Defiance hit up top. He got the medic after the Uber had faded. Brian gonna go down. And now the Soldier is chasing. He wants to get Ego. He wants to even the odds, but Ego did pop there, so he's not gonna die to that. He managed to milk it for a really long time. Now they're gonna be trying to push forward, get something with this, but I can't imagine that they're gonna do too much. That medic was very far back by the time he forced. You know, that Soldier, is he still alive? No, Marmalou, I think, did go down, thankfully. So he's not going to be causing any more problems. But Soldier actually very elite. That's Mush. He's going to be backing out with his escape plan. Demo caught out a little bit. His team left him. Jerk going to be going down. And now Wolves might be caught out once again. He's taking a lot of spam. He needs to get back in that door. But the Demo's trapping him off here. He's kind of pushing back. He's on pretty low health. He's just kind of looking like he want to rush somebody. He actually got Defiance, who was pretty low. And he gets the Demo as well. It's great work by Wolves. Just got a 2K. And I'm not sure where the rest of the blue team is. Like, some of them over there. I guess, yeah, Medic's just kind of spawning, so we'll see what the blue team can do here. Wolves is now behind, I guess, and he's coming up behind Metal, and they're taking a 1v1, but Wolves is kind of losing that, especially with the Soldier right here. He didn't really need to do anything. Metal's going to be chasing Wolves. Wolves going to stop that, though, and the Soldier's going to be jumping back to kill that, and the team going to be taking advantage of that, so Wolves did a really good job there. At first he took a bad situation, turned into a really good one. He managed to get a good flank that is going to allow his team to push out in the middle here. The Soldier's jumping up. Defiance might be a little bit caught out here. He's taking a bit of damage. He's just going to surf away though, so he should be fine unless the Scout can follow up in this garage area. He's so lit. Is he at 1 health? I know he does go down. I believe he kills himself with a rocket. So that's going to be Link chasing him there. We just heard the new crossbow sound again. And Red Team's going to be capping this point. Again, 0-0 on the scoreboard, so pretty back and forth game so far. I think no team has managed to cap last just yet. So much spamming in here a little bit. But, oh, Soldier actually I think is in. Marmalou, he's backing off a little bit. No, but the blue team's pretty much just conceding this area. Not so much on the flank. Now the flank is finally going to get back. That is something. And now they're just kind of pushing into this little shutter area. Trying to get this push. And, I mean, Red Medic does have a bit of an advantage. They could probably go with this if they went fast, but already the other medics at about 90%. It's probably not anything they can work with. They have rotated over to the left-hand side, so they might want to do some sort of push here with the Scouts. 2 blue players just went down, though, in different areas of the map, and the blue Uber just got popped. I don't even know if they know where the red combo is. They're just kind of pushing forward this, but the red combo's all the way back here. They haven't been found at all. They're still over in this flank area, and Metal's going to die to them. A really weird fight going to be going down here. I think the red team is going to end up being entirely behind, still with Uber, keep in mind, and Marmalou standing on the point with his medic. I think they are going to have to pop here. Yeah, the medic does pop, and they do get both the medic and the Demo, and now the Soldier probably also not going to last very long. Wolves going to clean that kill up, and this can't be good for blue team TBD. They're in a bad position right now. The Soldier's going to be fighting in this little boxed off area, yet Defiance thankfully not going to die there. He is going to be alive to defend last. As long as he doesn't overcommit too much here, he needs to get out and probably try to defend this, because the Scout's already on this point, and there's 2 of them, and now, like, there's nobody up for blue team. They're not around the point. Red team doing a great job just playing this point. Finally, there are some people around this point. We see Mush up on the pipes, and they're not really doing too much here. I mean, I think Red's kind of crumbling a little bit. Nobody's really dying, except for a couple Red players, and you know, they are actually being forced back a little bit. It's just Brian left alive, and he's being chased by Brojojo. Brojojo probably gonna get this. My game's lagging just a bit here. He's chasing him down, and he did get the frag. Brojojo on a 4-kill streak this life. Excellent work defending this last. Again, there's so much back and forth. This is a really close game so far, and we're going to see the Scout Link poke in just a little bit, but not gonna commit to that too much. And I think we're gonna kind of see back to the sort of second and mid stalemate that we've been seeing a little bit. Oh my god, Mush just went down. Brojojo now on a 5k. And I believe the Soldier's actually in here. Again, he took a lot of damage though, and he didn't get anything. So that's Marmalou going down. I think blue team's ended up going to cap this point. The Scout is in here. Something Link just got 2 kills with that. Holy moly, Brojojo and Metal both going down before the Uber also got popped. Excellent work by that Scout. Really insane stuff. He's got 2 frags and forced the medic. So again, that's turning things back in favor of the red team. Just a bunch of individual plays, switching the tides for both these teams. Wolves is kind of in here, but so is Defiance. Now they're going to kind of meet each other, and Wolves is going to shoot him out of the air. That's going to be Defiance going down. And now he's just kind of pressing forward into this team. The demo a little caught out. Yeah, Wolves going to clean up that kill as the soldier pushes him off that tall crate. And they're going to recap mid, sorry, as they're now pushing on to second. So Marmalou jumping, initiating a little bit. He's getting Brojojo down a little bit, but he's going to be able to escape. Not making any mistakes from the blue team just yet, as that should be good. We should watch them push into here. I mean, they do have 100%. It's a fairly sizable advantage. They are going to pop onto their scout. Now they're running in. They want to get this medic. They want to make sure that he can't have a counter Uber. They're popping onto a couple players. They're just running forward this Uber charge. They can't really get damage out on this med. And the medic actually got Uber before they could do anything, so that's really not good. That's not what they wanted. The medic to be able to push right back in here. There's a scout back there. He's not going to survive very long. 2 players are down for red team, and now they're going to be just taking back the second point. We're probably going to see the same situation we saw earlier, and Link's actually jumping up around here. He wanted the same kind of play he got last time, but no, Metal going to shut him down, and now we're going back to this garage area. We're going to see the soldier, yeah, not wanting to stay in here too much longer. He knows his team isn't there to support him, and so they're actually got a pretty passive hold on middle here. I don't think they're going to actually commit to this. Soldier might, however. He's jumping up on these crates, and he's kind of having a 1v1 soldier. He is going to win that Marmalou, taking down that one soldier. Mush actually going to go down, unfortunately. And Wolves is getting a little bit of spam. I think, yeah, they are. Yeah, they did give up that middle point, so they weren't committing. They kind of lost a couple players. I mean, they lost Mush, but they got the finds, so that's 1 for 1 for sure. And now we're going to see blue players. Oh, Metal flying through the air. Just going to survive there. Marmalou might be a little bit caught out. He kind of failed his rocket jump, and that could punish him. Yeah, he's going to be fine, though. Pretty low in health. I almost wanted him to crater, but he's fine. And now blue team TBD has this midpoint again, still 0-0 on the scoreboard. So much back and forth action. We see the scouts actually fighting in here. Link gonna be trying to do something. He got the Uber popped off from the medic, and I think that wasn't really a force. The medic didn't take too much damage, but the pocket did. So they're gonna be coming and run right in on this right hand side, and they're kind of wrapping around. Soldier up here gonna go down. Egg gonna be on a 5 spree. That's the medic though. As Demo being chased in by the scout here. Yeah, he's not going to last long. He's going to trade, though, so that's decent for him, I guess. Medic, again, still on this left-hand side. A couple players down for each team. I believe they're both 3 up. Sorry, red team is 4 up now with the spawn coming in from Link. And they're just kind of fighting over this point. I don't think Blue's going to be able to take this, honestly. I think Red kind of have regrouped, and they're going to be able to hold on to the second point. So that's going to be Blue, again, backing up into middle. Oh, but Link's here already. He wanted to get something. He's so hungry for these frags. He needs them. He's going to die, though, unfortunately. Then we're going to clean that up. And now we're going to see the soldier jumping in, initiating Get Defiance. Again, going to go down to the pistol from Wolves. And we're going to see they're kind of... It's a lot of scrappy fights. The Uber's actually going to get popped from Ego. And that's going to be Marmalou going down in behind that Uber. Mush over on the right-hand side. And I think they're just kind of backing up out of this. They don't have Uber Charge. Oh, they almost have Uber Charge. Brian needs to not die here. He's so lit. He needs to not die. He's at 99%. Okay, he does have now, so... He dropped the scout. I think they kind of wanted to use that there, but they didn't get a chance. They didn't build fast enough. The other team was too fast, so great job by Blue managing to force them out. And that's going to be red team holding their last. That's a 2D girlfriend now. Might lose the first round here. Finally. Mush up in this top area, spamming a little bit, not getting too much. Actually, again, the aggression, though, coming up from the red team. They have Uber advantage. They know they do, so they're just going to walk out with this. And unless we see some sort of a back cap, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, they seem to have every exit covered, and no blue players are really going for it. So over here, it looks like, yeah, second point is going to get recapped. So now we're seeing this kind of same situation that we were in before. Soldier, Uber actually gets popped. Finally, both Ubers being popped at the same time. I feel like that hasn't happened in a while. Wolves being focused down as the only non-shiny player. Is the scout going to actually go down as well? Metal and Link are going to be the 2 frags dying in that Uber exchange. Now the Ubers have both evaded, but fight is still going on. Metal actually... Ego, sorry, serving a nice rocket out of there. His soldier did die, but he's not being chased, so he's going to be fine. Brian didn't really take too much spam, so he is also fine. Both medics going to be about the same. Brian's got a bit of an advantage because I think he popped a little bit later. Or no, sorry. Ego was just wasn't healing anybody for a while. He didn't really have anybody heal. So now we're going to see blue team holding middle, just like we've seen for the past little while. And 2D Girlfriend really needs to get something here. I mean, they have a bit of an advantage. I'm not sure they understand that they have a big advantage. I mean, they're building pretty fast. It's going to be a pretty significant advantage, honestly. Blue team's really not pushing or building as well. Although Brochiger does have his melee weapon out, so they kind of might. That's already nearly 100%. That's about 25% advantage, 20% advantage maybe. They could maybe go off that if they're fast, but I don't really think it's going to matter. As blue team's actually pretty aggressive in this garage area. I think they want to push out. Blue team, they've almost got their Uber. They don't really have any advantage, but they could definitely go for it. Take the Uber v Uber fight. Doesn't look like they really want to. I don't know. the team is mostly backed out, and RY might be a little caught out of position. His team kind of left him. No, he is fine. Red team didn't opt to get aggressive on him. So now we're going to see just kind of the stalemate-y stuff that happens. Oh, Soldier going to be jumping in. This is what we want. Defiance not going to get anything. He's going to get shut down. So that means 1 up. Red team could take this as an opportunity to push. Soldiers are exchanging rockets here, and this could be bad. Demo working off that damage, not really getting anything. Marmalou, however, is also in. He got metal. That's not really what he wanted, though. He did go down. Brojo Joe's now chasing in, and I believe the Ubers weren't popped still. Both medics have 100%. Couple frags have gone down. Mush actually in on this medic. He's got a lot of good damage. The Forest did come out. This is going to prompt something to come out of these teams finally. Blue team's going to be pushing forward with that Uber, and Meg's going to be trying to milk this as long as he can. Brian, try not to pop. There he goes. He finally is popped. They're going to be pushing in here, mostly on Wolves, but on the other scout as well. Link going to be charging in there. Both scouts just coming in here. RY going to be going down in that, but Link also going to be dropped at the end of that Uber. Oh, a lot of frags going down. This isn't going good for Red. The demo not going to last long either. Jert going to go down as well. Now it's Marmalou up here, one of the last players on his team. He does get a couple good frags there, though. That's what he wanted. Now there's 2 players left on each team alive. Yeah, as the demo is still just alive here. He's fighting the Soldier. He gets the bottle out, but it's not going to be enough. Well, a lot of people just died. And a lot of people from both sides even, so I think we're going to probably see both teams do a little bit of a reset here and go back into the same position they were in. Wow, that was definitely a pretty hectic fight there. They might kind of want to continue it. RY, bit of spam getting taken. He was juggled up in the air, but I think he's fine. And he's going to be spamming out a little bit more. Nah, I think he is going to be backing out there just fine. Again, we're hearing that Uber, what's the needle gun called? Forgetting its name right now. Crossbow. Crusader's crossbow sound getting played there. And Red team does have 100%. I think they kind of want to just go in with this. They're getting pretty aggressive. Now, Marmalou decides that's not what he wants. They're going to back out. They're not going to take that option. Now, Blue team does have Uber, so both medics have 100%. And we're kind of in the exact same situation we were. We're probably just going to see people sack in, do bombs, try to get something here. Let's see what happens. Jert spamming in here a little bit. I'm expecting to see one of these soldiers go in eventually. Marmalou, Wolves might be going in. Yeah, we're probably going to see something coming out from this flank side. I haven't been looking over on this left very much, but no, it looks like nobody's really wanting to get aggressive. Brojo Joe maybe? No, he is going to have to back out, and I think Blue team's pretty aggressive in here at Garage. No, not going to be happening right now. Link's walking into Garage maybe, as well as Wolves on this left-hand side. We're really just waiting for one team to make a play here. Actually, RY just went down to spam, as well as Mush just went down. Okay, that was definitely something that maybe the teams can work off of. Pretty aggressive stickies. I think I got really aggressive on this right-hand side Garage. Marmalou might be a little bit cut off in this corridor. No, he is going to be fine. He wasn't juggled to death. Metal very low, but he is going to get that pack and be reconnected with his medic. So now what we're seeing, again, we're just waiting for one key player here to make a play. And it could be anybody. Well, I mean, it couldn't be like the medic. I really don't think we'd see the medic go in for a force, but anybody else really could jump in at any moment. And really, we're just waiting for one of them to see an opportunity. Mush, maybe. He's over here isolated on this right-hand side. And I think Red's actually, I mean, they're playing pretty passive. They're really far back. If Blue realizes this, they could take a bit of an advantage. Yeah, they are kind of just pushing forward here. Bit of damage going down, but they got him kind of in a chokehold now. Yeah, the pop did come out here from the medic. Brojo went down. So they are going to be pushing with this again. We're going to see Brian holding onto this Uber up until he's ready to pop it. And I think they are getting ready to pop it. They are kind of going in with this. The blue Uber really didn't do anything. I believe it was a bit of a force too. So they are going to be going in. RY is actually in behind. He's going to pick up the Jert, the demo. And that's going to make this Uber much less effective. The medic's very low here. He does get cleaned up there. And we are also going to see the scout go down. And now so many people dying at the moment. The medic really not in a good spot. Brian going to be going down. And the soldiers try and do something. It looks like this fight's going to go in the favor of blue. Although they did lose their medic. Sorry, is Wolves still back here? He got RY. So, I mean, I guess he's surviving for now. The demo knows he's back there. He does not want that scout to be able to do anything. I think we're probably going to end up seeing another reset, which means we're kind of in the same situation. Wolves is behind, though. So, that's really where you want your scout to be if you're in a bit of a reset. You want him to make some sort of a flanking maneuver. But I think blue team understands that they have a scout behind, and they're just going to go off that. yeah, Wolves is being just left in the dust as they're just kind of pushing in. Red team's giving them a lot of space too. We'll see. They are very aware of Wolves behind. They don't want him getting any plays here. And he actually runs into Metal, and yeah, he's not going to survive that. Brojujo going to clean up that kill, so... Defiance, sorry, up here in this balcony area, is going to actually be coming... Nah, he's just going to die. Marmalou going to deny him. So again, most of the blue players are over here on the right-hand side, except for the demo. It's over on the left. And Brojujo's kind of fighting the soldier in the stairs area. Both scouts are kind of. And he's kind of wanting to make a flank play, and he's jumping in behind here. He's jumping up in the air. He's going to trade there. Mush and Brojujo both going to go down, as well as both Ubers are going to get popped off. Soldier's going to be trying to jump away from the shiny players. He's not having too good of a time here. Looks like blue team are going to be able to cap the second point. Marmalou trying to get out with his life. He's very low health. He's pulling out his escape plan, but he has a medic. He's going to opt to run spawn instead. And now I think blue are going to be pushing into the last with this. So here, we'll see what they can do. Soldier jumping up onto pipes here, and they're trying to do something here. They're just kind of being a bit slow with this. I don't know. RY, very low here. The medic missed a saw, and the medic just went down. That's going to be Ego. This is not looking good for them. They just kind of rush this push. I don't like this. They're going to have to back out. They know they can't win this fight, and now red team's going to be able to come back up. Metal might be contesting. No, I don't think so. Red team's going to be able to come back and take this point. Demo, however, behind. He got one sticky on the medic. It's not going to be able to do anything, though. Medic is going to be fine. The demo's going to have to take that long hallway all the way back to right here. They were waiting for him, but he was able to get out. Maybe. I mean, he's being chased by the scout. No, he's actually going to die for that link. Overextended just a little bit. Hungry for that demo pick, and he's going to die to that. And yeah, I mean, red team has pretty big advantage. They never used in that. So they are going to be jumping in now. Soldier's going to be just getting behind, and Marmalou really doesn't care. He's just jumping in. He's focused on that medic. He does get the kill. Ego going to go down. Meanwhile, on the other side, though, Soldier going to die here. Oh, man, Blue's just been cleaning up on this side, though. Unfortunately for Marmalou, the rest of his team just kind of died after he got that med pick, so... That's going to be blue team recapping second point. I don't think there's any players behind at the moment, so we are going to see both medics at 0% and a last hold. We'll see. You might see some off class. I don't think we've seen any off classes come out so far. Looks like both scouts are opting to stay on scout, though. Maybe. No, Wolves is going to change to sniper. All right, here we go. First off class of the game. I definitely agree with this off class. Neither medics have Uber, so they're just going to be at a pretty decently long stalemate. We're going to see what Wolves can get there. Sticky's on that door. I think he just wants his demo to open it for him. Oh, he does get that pick on Metal. That was a full charge body shot onto the scout. So that is something that's going to delay the push for sure. But now they know there's a sniper, and Defiance is going to be spamming that door just a little bit. Wolves actually got pretty low there on sniper. Mush also actually just went down. Not quite sure where that was, but that could be very, very bad. Pushing 6v5 is a pretty favorable situation to be in, especially if they have Uber. But I think before they get Uber, Soldier should be just spawning again, so I think it should be pretty fine. Blue team's kind of holding up in this upper area. They might get going with that. There's the noise. Every time I hear that noise, I'm going to point it out. Oh, again, Defiance, though, just went down to the sniper over on the left-hand side. That's definitely going to stall the push at least a little bit. And I think Marmalou's going to be jumping up onto the medic here. He wants to get some sort of a force, but no, he's going to get denied. The demo going to clean that kill up with the stickies, and the medic didn't pop, so pretty unsuccessful. And that could be really bad, actually, if they choose to push off that pick. I don't think they are. He's up in 5 seconds, so that probably shouldn't be too bad for him. Definitely pretty interesting play. I guess he knew the other team was 1 down, so they felt like he could do that play, even if it didn't work, which it didn't. And I think the sniper, yeah, Brojujo is also on sniper. We saw him playing sniper a bit last match, and he seemed to do fairly well, so we'll see sniper v sniper what ends up happening here. Looks like we see Wolves rotate onto this right-hand side, but it's just being watched by Brojujo. Defiance is opening this door constantly, so they both probably know there's a sniper here. Link's jumping across, getting a little bit of spam out. It's just whoever can win the sniper duel is going to be have a pretty big advantage. And Brojujo's kind of locked down at the moment, but no. Wolves deciding he doesn't like that. He's going to back up just a little bit. Rotate over to this left-hand door. Oh, and Link just went down over on this right-hand side. He was peeking that a bit too much. Now the soldier's going to be jumping in here. He wants this medic. He wants the force. Not going to happen. Jert going to clean that up with a nice pill. And we're going to see, that was basically the exact same play, just from the other team. Now the sniper gets one, and then the soldier jumps in, tries to get something, and fails. Game just almost crashed there. That would have been bad. But Brojojo still just hard scoping this door. The snipers want each other. Wolf's gonna die. That's gonna be Brojojo winning the sniper v sniper. That's a big pick. They might want to push off that or send somebody in. RY kind of spamming in here. At least Brojojo to get pretty aggressive, but he's got to take out these stickies, and that's gonna be very slow. Really no contestant though. He's gonna be free sights on the medic. He might get a hero play. He's surfing in. He's looking for it. No. Jerk gonna clean him up, and again, it's just constantly one down. Looks like the heavy, actually, Defiance. I think, did he walk all the way back just to get heavy? I think he might have. Soldier actually in here. No, not gonna be anything mushing. One down. I think that might be what they want to push with this heavy Defiance. I mean, with Defiance on heavy, I really don't think we're gonna see the medic die anytime soon. At least if that heavy's doing his job. Obviously, this is a fairly good point to run heavy. I mean, it's so open that heavy can do a lot of work. And it's not super uncommon to see a heavy on offense here pushing into this last point. So, again, we're just kind of seeing the same thing we have been seeing. Brojojo's back onto Scout as well as Wolves. So, neither team has a sniper at the moment, although there is a heavy from the attacking team. Yeah, I guess we're going to see this more waiting for somebody to make some sort of a play. There is one off class, but it's not really a playmaking off class. You don't really see heavy making plays all too often here. At least in terms of going in and getting a pick, but it could happen. Surf's a rocket. Yeah, totally. Link's just watching this door. He's going to find Brojojo, actually, and the soldier's going to be jumping at the exact same time. Link did go down, as well as a couple other players. I believe I heard just drop. Yeah, Brian just went down. That's really bad. A lot of red players going down. This could be really, really, really bad for blue team. Metal just going down just made it, or not going down, sorry, just made it even better. They're going to have a 100% Uber advantage. This is not looking good for red team. I'd expect to see some drastic measures come out here, maybe a heavy of their own with an Uber disadvantage. Wolves, yeah, coming up on Engineer. I'm not sure if he has time for Engineer, honestly. He's going to try to build up a gun using this medium ammo pack over here. We'll see what he can get built up. I think, I don't know, is blue just not going to push off of their Uber advantage? I mean, they should know that they have a big, big Uber advantage. Yeah, the pop did come out here from the soldier. It's only level 1 sentry gun. It's going to get focused down right away. It's not going to do anything. Then we're going to be taking that out. Wolf's instantly going to switch back to Scout. And now they're just taking control over this point. The heavy also come up from the red team. And now heavy from the blue team just cleaning up a lot of damage coming down. Metal going to get a couple kills there, as well as another one. So he's doing really good. And yeah, that is just going to be everybody dying. Jert going to be the last one to go down after the bell rang. Finally, 1-0. And there's, how much is left? About 5 minutes remaining in this half. So, really long round. How long are rounds? 20 minutes or 30 minutes? Either way, that was a really long time. And it's only 1-0. Here we go to only the second mid fight of the game. Defiance doing a pretty quick bomb. Demo for the blue team already going to be going down. And Marmaloo's in here pretty deep. He did a good job there. He got Brojojo. Both medics, or sorry, Brian actually just went down to Defiance, who was behind here. He got another one as well before he died. Jerk gonna go down, and that's gonna leave Uber advantage in terms of TBD, but player advantage and who won the mid definitely went to Girlfriends. So now they're gonna be kind of, I mean, Marmaloo's pretty aggressive here. I think Metal wants to kind of catch him out, but I don't think he's gonna be able to secure that kill. No, he is gonna be just having to back out. So definitely mid going to be going in the favor of 2D Girlfriends. They did lose the last point, so the first point went to TBD, and they're trying to get a second point here. They're going to be trying to push out. Red team trying to even out the odds. And, yeah, I mean, again, last time we saw a very, not even that stalemate-y, actually. Blue team going to be jumping in here. I believe they want to kind of pop with this. Yeah, the medic does pop on nobody at first, but RY going to be in this, at least during the end. Medic's still alive, and he's at 80%. This is not what you want to see. Mush actually all the way up here, kind of flanking during the Uber. He's going to go down, though. Metal going to clean up that kill. And honestly, I think they lost just some... Yeah, both two players from each side just went down in that Uber exchange. And it was a pretty one-sided Uber exchange, so I expect to see red team come out. Blue team did just get that point, but I don't think that's going to last very long. Red team going to instantly come out here and force them back. Blue team smartly backing up here. They don't really want to die, although Defiance sure does. He's jumping on this medic, and he's going to get absolutely destroyed. Marmaloo going to clean that kill up, and we're kind of back to this middle and second hold. I think red team kind of want to get aggressive with this. They still have Uber, and they have Uber advantage as well, but not too much. They're gonna have to be quick with it, and they're being fairly quick. The scout pop did just come out here, and now the medic trying to build Uber is at 90%. I think he is gonna be able to get it fast enough. Red isn't really getting it. Yeah, the med does have this Uber charge, so they're not even really going to get second point, I don't think. They're probably going to pop. Yeah, pop does come out from the blue team, and now Brojo's going to run forward with this Uber charge. He's getting some good frags. He got 2 of them already. He's chasing a third one. Soldier jumped back, but Brojo going to get a third frag there. Brian was one of those frags to go down, so that is going to be huge, as well as 2 more players going to be going down. So that's just Jert and Link alive, and Link is being pretty sneaky. And Demo not going to see him. Scout not going to see him. He's waiting for the medic, but the medic's not coming that way. He's finding a soldier instead. That's not what he wanted to find. He manages to kill him anyways. Defiant's going to be going down. I believe that's the roamer. But now they know he's behind. He's very low as well. Meanwhile, this fight's actually going down on middle here. Cap's going to go in favor of blue team. Soldier going to be jumping in here. Mush on the crates. Medic fairly safe, although Mush could turn his attention, and Ego wouldn't be in too good of a position. Yeah, he's reloading rockets right now. He got 1 onto Ego, and now the scout's coming in. He's fairly weak. He is going to go down to metal, protecting his medic, and now, Ego's not in a good position. Mush is very low. Mush is going to kill that medic right before he dies, and that's going to put a huge advantage in terms of Brian. It's going to be almost 100%, maybe even 100%. As long as he doesn't die here, RY going to be going down. Probably won't die, so that's going to be definitely the mid. Probably even second with this Uber advantage once they get it, and once they pop into second. It's looking like it's probably going to end up being a last hold for TBD, and that's not really what they want to see. I mean, they are 1 up, so they can really afford it. But 100% Uber, they're going to be trying to get into this second point. This could be really good for the red team, as they're trying to spam in just a little bit. Let's see what they do with this Uber charge. Soldier getting a little bit aggressive here. People already on the point. Like, blue team's not even really contesting this, other than Defiance, who's back here. He got the force out on the medic, too. That's not what they wanted at this point in time. Defiance was going to go down, but he got wolves, too, so that's really not good. They are going to get that second point. That's going to be a last hold for the blue team, but with pretty big Uber ad. We're going to see the red team trying to secure their first point of the game. And, yeah, this is where we are. It's about 50% advantage, a little more than that even. But blue team don't really want to push out with this. They have a heavy and an engineer. So yeah, they're just going to be building as much as they can. That's going to be Brojo up on heavy. Soldier going to be jumping in. He did get metal. And actually everybody's in. I believe this is kind of a push, but they're at an Uber disadvantage. The Uber actually got popped from Ego. I think they think the other medic has Uber. So Brian just kind of running away here, as he should be. But this might actually go well for blue team, as they're still committing. The heavy's still alive, though, and he's just mowing down players. The scout going to go down, and Brian finds himself all alone. I see the time limit was going to run out, which is what ended up happening. All right, I was pretty confused with that push in, but the time limit is definitely a valid reason to push in with that. So that's going to be 1-0 at the end of the first half. Very back and forth game, for sure. Probably the best game I've casted all season, so really excited for this game. 1-0, very close. It's still anybody's game. Of course, it's first to 5. Which neither of these teams are anywhere near. But it's also, you know, first after 2 halves. How long is a half? I think, yeah, that half was about half an hour. So, probably gonna, I mean, the second half is gonna be the same length of time, so I assume halves are half an hour. So we could see an entire other half hour of TF2. Very close game. I'm gonna have a glass of water. Oof. Here we go. This is exciting. Really, again, anybody's game. It's been like a bunch of great individual plays we've seen from like every single player, as well as really good smart team play. This is really probably 2 of the best teams in Open, and really showing why they're 2 of the best teams in Open. You know, they both are coming off of losses. But I think both of them can walk away pretty proud after this performance, no matter win or lose. But it's obviously going to feel much better to win. So they're just kind of running around in this little halftime. They're going to be taking probably a lot of time to discuss what happened in that half. You know, both teams want to be trying to figure out what they could do to just get the edge on their opponent. Really, I mean, what do you even do? Like, there was so many. It was such a long half. There was so many great plays. But looks like think they've got it. So I'm gonna watch Marmaloo. I'm gonna watch Marmaloo the Pocket. No, I'm not. I lied. I'm gonna watch Mush. We're gonna watch Mush. I think it's Mush. I've just been calling him Mush. There's no U technically, but you know what? That's fine. So he's actually pretty slow to mid, but that's okay. He's walking in through garage here, and Spam already coming down. The soldier's already got height advantage on him. He's just kind of jumping in here. He's getting a bit of damage down, but he's actually the first casualty in the mid. I guess I picked the wrong person, as well as Link going to be going down at the same position, so that's going to probably prompt blue team to go out. They're not healthy either. Brian specifically is very low. Yeah, Brojojo going to come in and clean that up. That was a great play by him. He might even get out here. Yeah, he is. And Ego just got Marmaloo, so great play from red team. They definitely are coming out stronger. They're the team that's one up, but Wolves is in behind. They don't realize it. Oh, they haven't seen him. He's right next to the medic. He got one, and he got the force out as well. That's exactly what he wanted. He's going to be trying to escape here. No, Brojojo is going to be able to kill him, but it's going to be Uber. They're going to be pushing into last with this, actually. Demo Man, super high jump. He's going to be trying to get something. He's not really getting anything, though. Soldiers in here. Defiance. He got much, and that's going to be the point. They just played the point. All blue team was over by spawn, and that was a much, much faster round than their last one. That's going to be TBD up 2 now. And hopefully this momentum, or at least hopefully for Second Girlfriend, this doesn't roll into a 5-0, because that could be very, very bad for them at this point in time. I'm not sure if it goes into a third half, if 3 more points get scored here. I don't think I've ever experienced that in ESEA, so blue team kind of taking control over this left-hand side, as nobody really going down. Lots of players hurt, though, at least on the blue team. Marmaloo is jumping over onto the enemy team's side, as Brojojo's very low, but he is going to survive there. Finally, Soldier, Defiance, and Brojojo both going to go down, actually. Now the Scout Metal doesn't look like he's going to last very long either, facing 2 full health Scouts, but they can't seem to hit him. He's just running around. He's very low. Surely they need to hit this Scout, but no, he is going to survive, at least for now, and blue team's medic's just standing on that point. Yeah, I think he's going to be able to get out Metal. Can't believe Metal lived there. Like, so many Scouts just should have been able to hit him and finish him off, but I guess not. He managed to escape from that. So we're going to see red team now, TBD. Finally, I mean, this is going much better for Second Girlfriend. They are down 2, so they needed that mid-fight, and they're going to want to push into this sometime soon. Neither medics went down, so they're both going to have 100% Uber. And I think blue team, they're looking like they kind of just want to push in. RY very close here. He might get something, or he might just get killed himself. Yeah, blue team is fairly aggressive on both fronts. Spamming stickies in onto this Scout here. Oh, good aggression by RY, just taking advantage of Link, who was a little bit overextended, and I think they're going to end up pushing with this. No. I mean, they got another one, too. Mush just went down a while back. He's actually back up now. Blue looks like they're kind of giving up this point, but Red's not really taking it. Now they are, as they come in on this side. Metal going to actually die on the opposite side, though. And now this is almost like another mid-fight, with both teams just on their crates, and Mush just tried to go in for a bomb, but got denied there. RY cleaning him up. And now we're going to see them kind of walking across point. Still neither medics have popped. As I say that, Brian does pop his Uber, and up in the air, Ego's also going to pop that. So, again, shiny players just kind of looking for people to fight. Brian out of position. Defiance going to clean him up, and I guess that's going to be a point in favor of the red team. Is there still someone behind? Yeah, Wolves is actually still behind. He got Defiance down pretty low, but I think he's just going to try to get out. He's not even going to be able to get out. Brojojo going to clean him up. Not going to let him get back to his team, so that's going to be TBD claiming this mid, and they're kind of going over here on their left-hand side, so they might end up pushing them out where they don't want to be. Defiance over on the flank. Link is very low. If Defiance knows how low he is, he should be able to kill him here. Assuming Link doesn't just pepper him and run away. Okay, never mind. But Link, unfortunately, going to run into Metal, who's going to clean him up there, so only 3 players alive for blue team as they're trying to defend this last point. This is not good for them. Oh, Second Girlfriend, they're just kind of crumbling here. Couple respawns going to come in for them. And Scout's just sitting on that point. And finally, Wolves does jump on it, but he jumped off of it too. And that's going to be Brojojo capping that point, making it 3-0 for TBD. This isn't looking good. I mean, second girlfriend, we're looking, you know, super equal in skill. Maybe made a couple extra mistakes that TBD didn't make, but they're just not even looking like the same team they were in the first half. They're kind of crumbling here. This could be really bad. You know, momentum's a huge thing, and they could definitely be tilting here. So we see Metal kind of half health there. Scout's actually up here. Mush gonna be the first one to go down, so that's not good for them either. Ego's very low, however, and he's still alive. Nobody really in position to bomb him. We saw Link just go down as well. It's only the medic and the demo alive. Demo just went down. Oh no, Brian, don't let it be a wipe. No. Oh no, Metal gonna clean him up, and only one went down. They're gonna leave one scout to cap, and they're already on second girlfriends. They just can't be happy with this. They're gonna try their best. They're gonna be trying to defend last without a medic, might I add on there. And we're gonna see what they manage to do. Defending this last point. So let's see what happens. I think they'll probably get a bit of rest. I mean, they still have 100% advantage. They should really be able to get a fourth round on the board here. And we'll get to see if this ends up going to a third half. Heavy Wolves out here to try to defend with this Uber disadvantage. Honestly, if they keep waiting, they might not even have an Uber advantage. Now they are going to pop here with the medic's only about 40%. Then we're going to be running in fully Uber charge, and Heavy's just trying to run away because he knows he can't shoot shiny players. Loomer is going to be actually the first one to go down there. That's the demo. And a lot of fright going down there. A couple soldiers just went down over by the point, but they're really just throwing their bodies. There's a lot of blue bodies on that point, and it's just really the soldier and his medic RY trying to do something here. The medic's just trying to crossbow him. It's just the medic and the demo, but they're both low. Oh, 1v1. Could have gone either way, but the medic wasn't quick enough to pull out his Uber Saw. Jert going to save his team. Potentially the game. For sure the round. As this demo is just going to be setting some sticky traps up on this box is probably going to be called. Because I did see him put it out. Defiance is on Spy. Defiance is on Spy. Defiance just got the soldier. He's going to die. I mean, that was fine play, I suppose. He got what he wanted. Well, I mean, he got something. It was a decent pick, probably. He probably switched to Spy and just didn't really have time to switch back off of it. So, yeah, Mush going to go down to the Scout Metal. And they're kind of rolling in back into this last point. And this could be really bad because they're not near the point. Brojojo's getting on the point. Marmaloo turning his attention to him, though. He's up in the air. He's very low. He's on the pipe now. Brojojo very low. Yeah, he's not going to last very long. Link going to connect his shots. As Scouts, there's stickies of both colors on points. I believe they both did just get death, though. As the blue Uber got popped. Alright. I'm not too sure why. The other medic's going to have a pretty big advantage because he's completely out. As long as they can keep this second point. I guess blue team is going to get second point for this, so that's not too bad. They're going to be making sure they cover all their exits so they don't get back capped. But with Uber disadvantage, this could still turn poorly for them as they're just going to instantly pop in with this. And they might even catch them out of position here a little bit. The soldier's jumping in here. He got the demo, which is definitely something. He's probably going to die here, though. Yeah, RY going to go down just after getting jerked. And they didn't really commit with that Uber. They didn't really have a lot of players up. Defiance is actually in here. He just got Link before going down himself to Wolves. And now we're going to see probably blue team. Yeah, red team's already out. They're only 3 up. As Demo's going to try sticky these doors. But Mush is getting a little bit aggressive on his right-hand side. He's meeting a scout. He's not going to really want any part of that. So he's going to be back up just a little bit. And now Uber's in blue team, so, you know, silver lining here for 2D Girlfriends. They might end up pushing in with this, and it could get mid for sure. It's not unreasonable to assume. As long as they do pop here. Yep, they are going to pop onto the soldier. Marmaloo just going to jump up into his own garage, kind of chasing the players that went behind, and Brian's a little bit left alone. As Link got Brojojo, which is something over on the flank, but they really didn't push into middle with this, and Defiance is just going to go down there. And Brian is still alive. He's with the scout, so he's not really in any danger. Jert, on the other hand, is in a lot of danger. Metal going to clean him up. And now they're at a pretty big Uber disadvantage. Link's going to be building as fast as he can, but it's not going to be fast enough considering the other medic's already at 100%. That was a really bad Uber push. They really didn't get anything with it. Maybe 1 or 2 frags, but that's not really what matters. They need the space, and they didn't get it. So that's going to be them holding their last point again. They're at a 50% disadvantage. They just got their respawn in. It's going to be a heavy, yeah, the demo just spawned, but you still have Wolves on heavy. No, Wolves Society doesn't even want to be a heavy. What's Wolves doing? Oh, he's going sniper. Alright. I was going to say, if he's going engineer, I don't think he really has time for this. Although, red team really doesn't look like they want to push with this. I don't know. They had a pretty big advantage. They've kind of just lost it. They're going to go with it anyways. Blue team's definitely going to get that Uber, assuming they're healing. By the time, yeah, it matters. Marmaloo's going to go down, I suppose, and the Scout's still in here. Metal going to go down. Pop does come out onto Link. Link's going to be just chasing. He wants this medic, but no, he's not going to get it. He's going to get unflashed just at the worst time. Brojojo, though, going to be running onto point. He's not connecting his shots, though. His team's going to be able to re-enter, though, with that distraction. Really great play by his team to come in playing off that distraction. But the soldier going to be jumping in. He is going to go down. It's just the demo. The demo's not going to be able to hold on. That's 4-0 for TBD. They only need one more round. And no, there's no third half. They're just going. So here we go. Fifth and... It's fifth. Yes, fifth and potentially final mid. And we'll see what happens. 2D Girlfriend's just kind of crumbling in the second half. But we'll see what happens. He's spamming a little bit. Mush messing up his jump just a little bit. He's getting kind of juggled. It's very low. He's very low. Defiant's going to be the first one to go down there. He is finally going to get cleaned up, though. Link also going to go down there at the end. And Brojojo's pretty hurt. Oh, he's on this left-hand side. He's not really hurt anymore. Metal did go down as well, so kind of going in favor of 2D Girlfriend, but the wraparound actually came from Jert. Marmaloo got one, so, I mean, the medics are both still alive, however, the blue one's fairly hurt. He seems to be protected. Still, I think it's 3 up on each at the moment, although respawns are coming in. I think blue team is going to be able to assert dominance and take this point. And, yeah. So again, the mid ended up going in favor of 2D Girlfriends. They're going to be trying to push out into second. Both medics have 100%. It's very familiar to the last mid that just happened. But we'll see if they can hopefully get some better results with it. As I think they just kind of want to come in and take this Uber fight, honestly. Yeah, Brian's already in with this, but they got to remember to bring their team in with this. They don't want to mess things up, as finally they are coming out onto Marmaloo. Counter pop is going to come out. Lots of flashing going down from the red team, so they are going to have a pretty short Uber comparatively. But Brian's all alone. He's just disconnected from his soldier completely. Oh, that was really, really bad. It's plays like these that are making them lose. Another couple players going to go down. It's just the soldier. Marmaloo got 2 before he died, and 1 was Ego. But, man, that's really got to suck. Misplays like that are what lose you the games. And nah, they're going to lose mid for it specifically in this instance. But they're going to have a bit of an advantage. Not too big. Maybe 15, 20, 25%. Not really anything they can build too big. Mush just kind of walked in. He didn't realize there were players in here. Defiant's going to clean him up. Just these mistakes that really shouldn't be happening, I think, causing 2D Girlfriend. Like, they're not this kind of a team. They should be playing better, but I think they're feeling a little bit discouraged. They know that they're on match point here. One more, and they're completely out of it. But they're going to keep fighting with every inch they have. And we'll see what they end up doing here. Red team in this garage area. Link? Oh, kind of. He's very low. They did chase him. Brojojo picked up that frag. He didn't really have any support. Link. As Soldier's going to be kind of jumping in here. That might be too aggressive as the entire team is there. Yeah, Mush again. Flank's just kind of bleeding. They're going in individually and they're just dying for the blue team. And now we're going to see the demo already kind of wrapping around Defiance in here. And yeah, I think they're just kind of giving up second. Good job by the combo at least to understand that they are at a bit of a disadvantage. Brojojo's in here where he really shouldn't be, at least shouldn't be in terms of the blue team. I mean, he should be in there as a scout, but the other team definitely doesn't want to let him in there. Defiance now up in this upper area. He's going to catch this soldier off guard. Mush again going to be going down just to kind of a flanking soldier. And now they're going to be pushing into last. Again, blue medic still hasn't popped. Wolves is up on Sniper. That kind of worked for him last time, I think. But they're pushing in the right side. Wolves is going to have to look over. Link going to be the only casualty. Big air shot, but he was Ubered coming out. Mid-air air shot, I believe that was. RY going to be cleaning up Jert. And a lot of scrappy fighting. This could be it right here. TBD, they've got a lot of players on point. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. No, that is 5-0 total. I mean, just very slippery slope, it seemed, for 2D Girlfriend. They're very quickly leaving the server. Really unfortunate for them. But I guess that's just how the game goes. GG, guys. That was a really close game. I mean, it was a 5-0. But, I mean, that first half was just so intense and so close the whole time. So, thank you very much for watching. My name's Cornpop16, and I'll see you next time.